Philippine President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. rejecting accusations made by his sister. Senator Imee Marcos saying chronic drug use has left the leader, her brother, unable to eradicate corruption and to manage ongoing protests that are putting pressure on an embattled administration. His son, who is also in politics as House Majority Leader, has slammed Marcos as dangerously irresponsible. Communications Undersecretary dismissing the claims as baseless. Claire Castro insisting that Mr. Marcos will stay in office despite supporters of the Vice President Sara Duterte, who is allied with his sister, urging him to step down. Mr. Marcos grappling with fallout from ongoing investigations in widespread corruption, with two cabinet ministers resigning after their departments were implicated. The Education Undersecretary has also resigned. Mr. Marcos has since appointed new finance and executive secretaries. The presidential palace maintaining that this reflects Mr. Marcos's commitment to strengthening his government. All this as protesters ended days of rallies in the capital led by the influential sect that's Iglesia Ni Cristo. The INC had demanded accountability and transparent investigations into what they have called ghost projects. This is projects in which vast sums were invested for construction that either did not exist or were eventually substandard. Maria Ronson joins us live from Metro Manila. Maria, those accusations from Senator Imee Marcos, it is known that these two siblings have had a very public falling out. So how much truth, how much credibility do her allegations have?
Well, amidst all that, let me say that this political drama unfolded at the end of a two-day rally organized by the religious sect, the Iglesia Ni Cristo, demanding accountability and transparency in the flood corruption scandal. In a speech to 500,000-strong crowd, Senator Imee Marcos lobbed serious allegations against her younger brother, the Philippine President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. and his family. She alleged that the president was a drug user, was a drug addict, and continues to be one to this day. She also claimed his wife and children were dabbling in drugs too, and said this has affected his health and ability to govern on issues including the corruption scandal. The speech sent shockwaves across the country and put social media on overdrive. The presidential office was quick to call these allegations baseless and a recycled issue that has long been disproven. Communications Undersecretary Claire Castro has said these allegations could be a means of distracting attention as the doors were closing in on some of Senator Imee Marcos's allies, as the committee tasked to punish the guilty in this scandal has said arrests will be made before the Christmas holiday sets in. The president's son, Representative Sandro Marcos, assailed his aunt for sacrificing family for her alleged political ambitions. The president's sister has broken ranks with the Marcoses and is now close allies with the Vice President, Sara Duterte, whom his brother is at odds with. She ran as senator in her ticket and has backed the Dutertes in voicing objections to the arrest of the former president Duterte, who is being detained in The Hague for his so-called war on drugs.
So, Maria, the Philippine people looking at this very public feuding of the first family, also looking now at reshuffles in cabinet, more recently resignations from key cabinet ministers. How are they viewing what they must consider relative chaos in the administration?
Well, the Marcos family drama is only one of others unfolding as a consequence of the flood corruption scandal. A former political ally and former head of Budget Appropriations Committee, Zaldico, has been implicating the president and his cousin, the former Martin Romualdez, the former House Speaker, across the seas on the corruption scandal. But the allegations have not been given credence because of apparent inconsistencies in his accusations. They have also said that it's not been presented in a court of law or on any of the committees set up to investigate the scandal. But that may soon change as the Office of the Ombudsman filed graft and corruption charges against the former lawmaker